Hello and welcome to Gothic Reviews. Today we are presenting our Halloween haul.
He was laughing at me from earlier, and I said, just go ahead and start the video laughing. That would be interesting.
I just thought I could stop, and I stopped for a second. And then
But it would be cool if you just began the video with the cool laugh. Like, it could sound maniacal with this toy being held up and stuff.
I could see that.
So we're doing a Halloween toy haul, and these are literally Halloween toys from the Kids Meal Premiums in McDonald's 2003. And I'm not sure what's funny about that, except that Gomez's laugh always makes me laugh.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
So, these came out in 2003. It's a toy line called Stretch Screamers because if you guys know that like McDonald's did Skylander toys, and you know, if it's a popular thing, they can make toys in their kids meal for it too, like Spiderwick and other things that were made in bigger toys and sold. God. And now they're in McDonald's kids meals as well. So the original series of Stretch Screamers were bigger, and you really did pull them and stretch them and they would scream, and like goo could pop out of their eye or like whatever. And these apparently came out in 2001. And I never heard of them, which is kind of disappointing because now they're really expensive. So it's kind of annoying when you find out about something that was around when you could have heard about it, but you didn't hear about it. Now you have to pay a lot for it. But anyway, because I want the ghoul from the bigger Stretch Screamers. That would be awesome, but I don't know if I want to pay for it. It's kind of expensive. And I don't know how durable they are if you stretch them enough. But these are 6 that McDonald's came out with. They did not do the ghoul, unfortunately, but they did do a really nice mummy and some other stuff. These are big. They're like 5-inch figures. This is like an awesome toy to be in a kid's meal for $1 or whatever. It's awesome. And they came out in Halloween meals, and apparently they scared children. And I don't know if parents like that, but you know, it's Halloween. You're supposed to get scared. The silly toys that aren't scary don't really bring about the Halloween energy for me. But anyway, the mummy has this face. And you're supposed to be able to stretch his arm and make his head turn to show his bandaged mummy face. But I don't really want to pull his arm because when I kind of do it semi-gently, it's not working. I don't want to pull it really hard. Maybe it's okay to do that, but they're rubbery. The rest of the body is hard, and these are rubbery. And I guess you're supposed to pull them, but I just don't need to rough him up. I just don't want to. So just turn his head like that. It's easy. And then you see the bandaged face. Now you see his awake face. He has arisen. And he's not in a good mood because he's probably hungry. Is that showing, Gomez?
Yes.
So this is him in his mummy bandaged glory. And he does stand. So.
And our next toy is this charming sea creature of sorts. He probably does something, but we're afraid to press on him too hard and make him
he doesn't scream for sure. They just called him that. It just might be something where his arm moves or whatever. It's nothing major with the McDonald's ones.
But I really enjoy the fact, like, the color scheme here is very flattering for him. It represents his sea origins, all kinds of ridges and the ears. All of that speaks basically of an ancient sea creature. He's well developed. I already have one like him and I enjoy him immensely. And
they call him Creature from the Black Lagoon sometimes, and the Merman sometimes, as far as the title. But I think he looks like Creature of the Black Lagoon, don't you, Gomez?
I agree. His mouth somewhat reminiscent of Merman, so there are 2 similarities.
You mean from He-Man?
Yes, and
if you guys haven't seen that review, Gomez recently reviewed it in late December.
Yes.
So if you want to see what we're talking about, go check the Merman review.
And the ears are also similar, but otherwise, I think that Morticia is right, and he is more. So maybe if anything, he is a mixture. I like the ridges on his back a lot. I can like analyze every little bit of him. So, but I won't do it here. Just to show how well developed he is, how big, how well colored, well developed. I would totally buy him again, and more than once.
Yeah, he wants an army of them, and I'm like, no, you already have one. We're selling this other one. It's going. We already have somebody who wants to buy it. So. This next one is even chunkier. He is an angry cyborg, and he has a button on his back, and he used to have liquid that would pump through this part that's dried up. Yeah, it's not working. Anyway, his arm moves, fully articulating. His cyborg arm, his human arm doesn't. It's just the rubbery kind that we're used to on these creatures, and he looks all ticked off. Is it showing okay?
Yes.
Yeah, he's angry. So, he's different. We're not really into cyborgs. He's going to get sold too. It was actually cheaper just to buy. We wanted to keep a few of them. And it was cheaper than just getting those two to get the whole box and sell the rest. So that's what we did. I wanted the mummy and Gomez wanted the next one he's about to show.
Well, this is one of them.
He's not. That's not the one.
Not yet. I also have this other brain type of creature. It's for some reason doesn't show on the screen quite as well. The brain inside.
It's called the floating brain, but it had liquid in it that also dried up like the cyborg, so it doesn't really float.
When I press on this orangish button, something happens inside
that was supposed to make it push up in the liquid back in the day.
Yeah, and it still does to a very limited degree. If you could see him full scale, you would see how he is inside pink and he might have whitish eyes and he looks kind of adorable. In a sense, it's the shell of him that sort of spoils him for us being a little bit robotic, mechanical, whatever you would call it, but many of you would probably enjoy him instead.
Yeah, we're not really into the sci-fi aspect as much, but I like the brain.
Yeah, I like the concept.
The fact that it kind of seems to have a face on the brain itself is interesting.
Yeah, it's almost like he might as well be a different creature despite being a brain.
A brain creature. This is an interesting, I don't know if it's a skeleton in armor or a football skeleton in armor that was cosplaying something. Because he only has the shoulder things and the helmet, and the rest is just bone.
No, he shows really well. I like that, how it works out.
He's got his legs in an interesting position, and his claim to fame is he's rubbery here in the middle instead of his arms. His arms articulate just up and down. Am I holding him high enough?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see me now? And then you pull him like that, and he crackles, I guess, like the crackling bones. That would have creeped me out more when I was little without the weird helmet and football stuff, but I could see where he could be scary. And he's going to get sold. But Gomez was talking about how he liked his mouth before.
Yes, his jaw is distended a little, and it sort of gives him character and makes him single out among other skeletons for me. Because it looks kind of friendly, he is well developed, he has more personality, he is more animated in a sense.
And I think you said it reminded you of Skull from Monster Cafe.
Yes.
And if you guys didn't see our Monster Cafe review, check it out because it's a really cool show that if you're watching our channel, you would probably enjoy.
And maybe our final presentation is my all-time favorite.
This is what made us order the ones. I saw the mummy and then this one, and I was like, oh, Gomez is going to want this. So...
He is so beautiful. He has green face, nice ears, Morticia pointed out to me.
I like the pointed ears. They're so awesome.
Yes. His brain is properly segmented. I like how it looks. It looks very realistic. I don't know if it really is or not, but it has that kind of a look. And I really enjoy that. He is reminiscent to me a little bit of Sobas from Jason the Wild Warriors, the original series by Sobas. Yeah, he looked like one of those cool characters that you would want to have as an action figure, and I never got to see what it was like, but this one is the closest I got so far, and he looks so well developed. His eyes, it's like he's a different creature. He has personality. He's a cute monster. He's the most adorable Halloween action figure.
He's so Halloween. That's what Gomez goes. He goes, he feels so Halloweeny. I'm like, yeah, he does. So it's just obviously, you know, since they put him in a Halloween meal. But, you know, some creepy things can just be out all year, and some just give you that excited, spooky feeling that says Halloween is here.
And as I'm pressing here on his fetus, here his brain is coming up towards the surface of the head. It's pressing on it. Hopefully it doesn't give him concussions.
I don't know what the actual tag on him was because we didn't get these new, but he's called Igor on some sites. I was researching because a lot of these unboxings I saw of these toys did not tell you the name of what the character is. I've seen the Mad Scientist and Igor, so I don't really know. I guess Igor can be a Mad Scientist, and I love Igors. And I like the fact that he's not a hunchback. I always kind of see Igor as this kind of short, stocky guy, but I don't like the hunchback thing. I don't know. I just don't. So that's a nice Igor. What do you think, Gomez?
Yes, it's the best. Even, I thought at first it was clothes, but now I'm thinking maybe it's a sort of an apron that he is wearing because it's sort of washed with purplish, almost like there was an experiment trace left on it. So I could totally see him as an Igor.
It can bring you into mind of Terry Pratchett Igor. They always talk like that.
Yes, they have a charming accent. That's how you recognize them.
Yes, and the fact that they're put together of various parts of their relatives, that kind of gives it away.
Oh, good. I'm having an encore. I'm going to show the other brain from a different angle now. Now he's more
like, okay, now I got to show right. We're going to go back to this.
Yes, I must show it the right way. Okay, now I'm pressing the button, and you can see his.
Now pretend it has fluid where it's supposed to float. I know you guys have a good imagination.
Yes, and there you can see now his 3 little eyes that
You're
are.
hearing the fluid sound because you should hear some bubbling fluid in your head too.
Yes, it's beautiful bubbles. They inspire you. Oh. Okay, now
that'd be funny if that one grows on you and I have to tell her she can't buy that one.
That would be funny.
Like, he's changed his mind about this one. Sometimes we like don't want something and then we decide we want it.
Yes.
So yeah, but they're just really neat, and I think that's a neat kids meal thing. So it was fun. So we just ordered them, so that's why it's another Halloween haul, and because it was Halloween toys. But I think the main stars are the Mummy and the Igor and the Creature from the Black Lagoon, but we already had him. We got him in a flea market a while ago and didn't know what he was from. We just knew he was a cool monster creature from the Black Lagoon, water demon, what have you.
A very interesting character either way.
Yeah, it's just neat. They did really, like, imaginatively compelling characters. So, yeah, I want the ghoul. I'm going to have to buy the ghoul. I don't know. They're bigger, though. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, McDonald's didn't come out with the ghoul for me, so I'm left with a dilemma.
Aww.
I think I saw it on one site for like 100 and some, and I'm not doing that, period.
Maybe on Cyber Monday.
Yeah, because that's not happening. I don't care that much. Anyway, I'm sure everybody's just dying to know if Morticia buys the ghoul. Not.
They are actually. Like, watch them leave in the comments now. Like, oh yeah, where is Morticia buy the ghoul? Where is the ghoul?
I don't expect anybody to care, so that's okay.
Sure.
If anybody has a ghoul, they want to give me a ghoul, I'm cute. But I don't want like the DC one or whatever's out. Or, no, it wasn't DC. It was like some weird anime one. I don't care. I just want this one from Stretch Screamers. But we hope you've enjoyed this review. If you're new, please check out our other videos because they're all of a spooky nature of one form or other, of some interesting products that we acquire. And stay tuned for more to come. And like, subscribe, share, blah. Can't talk. Done.
And until then, try to enjoy the daylight.